I made it to Biltmore, and we are going to be walking around today. Tonight I'm going through the candlelight tour at 7:30. Just going to kill a little time here today before maybe I go back to my hotel room, take a nap. It's warmed up to 28 degrees, so gonna be a nice walk. So I have decided to leave my my camera and everything in the car. I brought everything, my tripod, my camera, a couple of lenses, and I thought I would go up there to that opening shot, get a long exposure of the house, thinking there might be some cloud cover. There are no clouds. So I'm taking a walk around here without anything but my phone. I don't even have a microphone for my phone. I'm going to try to keep looking over here at the camera because looking here at myself makes for a really, really stupid video. I don't know that I can even get in the house until my time at 7:30 tonight. I'll find out when I get up here. But I'll be shooting some pictures here with my phone for the time being, and I'm shooting in Pro Max. So it is a RAW file at 48 megapixels, which is a bigger file than my camera takes. So we'll see what we get. Well, it was as I feared, and that is that I can only go into the house at the appointed time of my ticket, which is 7:30 tonight. During the Christmas candlelight tours, they don't just let you wander through the house, so I kind of figured that. So I'm going to take a walk around today. I'll probably go up to the village, to the winery, take a little time, look around. I'm going to find this spot behind the house on the other side of the pond, looking back up at the house. I took a picture there years ago. We'll try to find that again. And then we will be back here tonight at 7:30 to walk around the house. So I am standing on, I don't know what this is called, courtyard, something out here. Let me turn the camera around so you can see. This used to be a swimming pool or a fountain of some type. There was a Don Knotts movie made here years ago where they drove a car off into it, and they eventually covered it all up so people could walk around. And then I am standing at the far corner in order to get a look out across the countryside. And way down here, I think is the body of water that I want to find that looks back up toward the house. It's a beautiful view. And early in the morning, when the water is still, it makes for a great reflection. The problem today is that there are no clouds in the sky whatsoever. None. Zero. Zip. And the sun is scorchingly bright. So photos are not really going to be a great thing today. I'm going to take a few with my phone, but it's no need carrying my camera around with me all day when really the main attraction is tonight. Well, I've been driving around and I did find the spot that I want to take a picture from in the morning, first thing. This area is called the Lagoon, and there is a spot right here with a beautiful view of the Biltmore House up on the hill with a reflection. Where's the reflection? It is there. Reflection down here in the water. So a long exposure in the morning should be really, really nice. There are some other pretty nice compositions around here where reflection shot in the water and a lot of ducks. And so in the morning before I head home, this is probably where I'm going to come and just do my photography right here at this spot. I do remember being at this spot years ago to take this photo. Let me zoom in here so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. And right here, right down here in this area, there was a snake eating a fish. And I got some pictures, and they're somewhere, I don't remember where, but I try not to get too close. So hopefully in the morning, it's cold enough, I won't have any snakes. And also, and then early in the morning, there should be some frost still out here, so maybe, just maybe, I'll have something worth photographing tomorrow. We're going to come back tonight and take a look through the Biltmore House and see it by candlelight. Well, we are just about an hour away from getting in line for the tour of the Biltmore House. It is now completely dark outside, and my choices of pictures with the iPhone are quickly becoming less and less, but we'll see you inside the house. Well, things didn't go exactly as planned because we were reminded as soon as we walked in the door that we're not allowed to video inside the house, which was on my agenda. So I took as many pictures as I could. And remember, everything in this particular video, everything has been done on the iPhone. The only piece of equipment that I've used other than the phone is the PYG Tech Mantis Pod that I'm holding right now. And so everything will be edited. I'll throw up some pictures here at the end. We'll see if we do any narration over them or not, but probably not. We'll see you next time. All right, we're going to stop the video here for just a second because I want to point out that this was not the video I intended to make. What I wanted to do was video with the iPhone and take photos with the iPhone all around the Biltmore estate and create a video for the New Retired Me channel. When I could not video inside the Biltmore House, my plan sort of came to a standstill because I have almost 100 images that I've taken and edited, and I can't put them all in this video. So be sure and check out in the description a Flickr album where all of the pictures, including the ones in the video, are stored. I do want to point out, and the reason I'm stopping here is that in January, I'm going to start recording a series of tutorials on how to shoot better pictures on your iPhone. And I think this video would be a good example of that. And then I'm going to also start a channel, or start a tutorial rather, on maybe getting started on YouTube or just doing family video with just your iPhone. This is being recorded on my iPhone. I have no external microphone. I have no external lighting. The only light I have going right now is my kitchen light over here to my left, and a light behind me that's just off camera that you can't see, sort of lights up the room a little bit. Now, I recorded everything, all the video on this little item right here called a PYG Tech Mantis Pod. And what this does, obviously the legs come out, so it will sit down and act as a tripod. But it will also allow you to sort of maneuver, that's the wrong one, maneuver the phone around however you want it. And I generally keep it sort of at this angle, if I can put it back, so that I can hold it down in front of me. But then the nice thing about this one is that it also extends, so I can extend it out almost like a selfie stick. And when the legs are extended, there is this little piece right here that folds down, and this will clamp over something, so I can hang this off. And typically when I'm videoing in the house with this, is I'm hanging this off the back of a chair sitting in front of me. This runs about $50. So that is the only equipment that I have used. Yes, do you have a second phone? No, this is a fake phone I got from Amazon. It just looks like a phone. Let's get back to what we were doing here. So the Biltmore House is absolutely phenomenally beautiful. It doesn't matter what time of day or year you go. I almost wish that I had done the Christmas tour earlier in the day. The inside of the house would not have been any different. The only difference was by waiting until 7:30 and it was dark outside, they had bags of lights around all of the walkways and things, and it didn't video well, it didn't photograph well, but it was beautiful. But as you walk in, you are immediately taken with this grand room. It may be called the conservatory. I didn't take pictures of each room sign, so I may be wrong. But during the Christmas tour, they have a children's choir, or at least they did on my tour, a children's choir in there singing, and the sound is echoing off the walls and things. The sound is just phenomenal. And of course, every room is transposed into Christmas. Every room has its own tree. Some rooms have more than one tree. And as you're walking around, like through the billiard room or through the grand dining hall or the smoking room or the library or wherever you are, Christmas is obvious. So it's especially beautiful at Christmas time. I think the tickets to go were about $130, and that includes touring the entire Biltmore estate the day of your ticket, the ticket into the house, and then the day after your tour, you're also allowed to go back. So you're getting 2 days at the Biltmore House, plus this incredible tour. Now, the tour is an audio tour, so they give you something that looks like a phone, that you just press the button of the room numbers and you hold it up to your ear and you hear all of the explanation of what that room is about. During the normal time, during the spring and summer, it used to be, haven't been in years, but it used to be that you could just walk into the house and take a tour. During Christmas, they only allow so many people to go in every 15 minutes in order to do sort of a crowd control, but it's not a tour. You're not going to get a live person talking to you the whole way, and you don't have to stay with the people that you go in with. I had some people that were in my way, and so I just kind of moved around them to go on with my tour of the house. I'd been there a couple of times before. I was pretty familiar with what the rooms looked like. And then there were a couple of times where I sort of lagged behind and let all the crowd get away from me so that I had time to compose my shots. Now, I did not use the Mantis Pod for the photography. That was all handheld. I'm not going to go into all the ins and outs of that, but the photos were edited in Lightroom, so you can kind of take that into consideration. They're not straight out of the phone. One of the things I noticed is there were a lot of people going through the house, and they had their phone up like this, and they were just snapping pictures here and there and everywhere, and they were doing it while they were walking. And when they get home, they're going to have a memory, but it's going to be an ugly memory. You have to take your time, slow down, compose the shot, get everything you want in the shot, and then take the picture. And sometimes you have to take a couple of pictures, but it is possible to go on a family trip, to go on someplace even as impressive as the Biltmore House, and to do everything on your phone. You don't need fancy camera equipment. You don't need fancy lighting. You don't need a really expensive microphone. I have all of those things, and I use them typically on this channel. But for this kind of activity, just something to hold your phone while you're videoing. The iPhone has its own built-in image stabilization for the video, and it's going to turn out really, really nice. You can do 30 frames per second. You can do 4K video. You can slow it down to 120 frames per second for slow motion. It is just absolutely the most versatile tool you probably have in your pocket. So in January, I will start those tutorials. I'll start creating those tutorials for the images. It'll follow up with the video later. It will be available on my Ko-fi account. There'll be a link to that later on. You're welcome to it free. It's going to be a pay what you want experience. So if you want it free, take it free. If you want to pay 99 cents, pay 99 cents. I don't really care. It's just I needed a place off of YouTube to house them. So anyway, with that, we're going to get back to some of these pictures. Remember to go to Flickr to look at the rest of the images that won't be on here. And you can kind of get a feel for what the Biltmore House is like if you've never been there. Thanks for watching.